Hey folks, Will here again with Happily Ever Outdoors. So in this video, we're going to show you how to make some really easy cast iron Philly cheesesteaks on the campfire. Just keep watching. Alright guys, so we are out camping with the family this week at Atsion Lake, and we're going to be putting together some really quick and easy Philly cheesesteaks. So if you want to get a little bit fancier with this, you could go with a little higher quality steak. We're just going super easy, so we're using the Steakums pre-made stuff. You just throw it in there, it's really easy. Now we're going to be doing Campfire cast iron Philly cheesesteaks. So, of course, we're going to need a good size cast iron pan. We're also going to need fire. Now you can throw in whatever vegetables you like, but we're going to be using onions and peppers. Got a little green, a little orange we've already got started up, and we'll throw in some baby bella mushrooms, and of course we're going to need cheese. You're going to need a little bit of cooking oil and whatever seasoning you like. We're going with, we got some black pepper, some salt, and mix of a couple different things. We'll kind of flavor it to taste. And you're just going to be cutting the peppers into some nice strips. You can go as thick or as thin as you'd like. Of course, you're going to want to clear out all the seeds and the hard white parts. Then we're going to go ahead and break down our onion. We're probably not going to need the whole thing, maybe half an onion, you think?
Yeah.
Of course, you want to get all the skin off of there. And that outer layer, not so good. And by the way, you're not trying to like dice these up or anything. You just kind of big strips is what you're going for. And with the mushrooms, there's really no prep you really got to do. You could rinse them off if you wanted to, but you're just going to throw them in there. These ones are pre-sliced. Of course, if they were whole mushrooms, you'd want to cut them up into slices first. Now we're going to want to go ahead and throw our cast iron pan on there, let that preheat a little bit. I'll go ahead and put some of our oil on there. Don't need to use a whole ton. Now whenever you're cooking with cast iron, especially over an open fire like this, I personally always recommend wearing some good gloves that can take the heat. You could also use like a pot holder, but for me, when I try to use a pot holder or a rag or something like that, sometimes I'll forget and grab that handle. And be mindful that this is going to get really hot. Some other things to keep in mind with a cast iron pan that is going to be pretty slow to heat up, especially if it's a bigger, thicker pan like this. One of the things I'll do, I throw an onion in there, you can see, just to see if it starts sizzling, so I'll know if the pan is hot enough, but we are not there yet. But keep in mind, with the fact that it takes so long to heat up, it'll also take a longer time to cool down, so it can end up getting hotter than you need it to be if you're not paying attention. Alright, we're starting to get a little bit of a sizzle there, so I think we're all set. So we'll just go ahead and dump all of our vegetables in. Let those go for a little bit. And we're just really going to want to give these kind of a few minutes just to kind of soften up just a little bit before we throw the meat in there. And then whatever seasonings you're going to put in there, we've got a little bit of salt going in there, a little bit of pepper, and you can go as simple as that, or if you wanted, you could throw in a little onion powder, garlic salt, a little, parsley, whatever. I have my invisible assistant off to the side here doing the seasoning. Throw a little bit of sage on there now. As you can see, full-on survival mode here. We've got a plastic spatula from the house. Not the best thing. It'll work for this, but just keep in mind with that high heat that you don't leave this thing laying around the campfire and end up melting it. Alright, we're getting close now, just a little bit longer, just to let these peppers soften up just a bit. And we'll go ahead and throw our steak in there. We got an extra pan off to the side heating up because one of my kids wants a cheesesteak, plain, just the meat, no vegetables. Can't believe mom's letting me get away with it, but there we have it. Now Melissa's just kind of pre-prepping this stuff. You can see this comes out basically like in strips. It's got little wax paper sheets or whatever separating it. This is like most of the way thawed out now. We've been out here camping a couple days. Normally it comes frozen, but we're just kind of getting that ready so we can just throw it on there. Yay! Just kind of lay it flat on there. Alright, that one is pretty well good, so I'll go ahead and remove that from the heat. And we'll just set it over here real quick, let that pan cool off a bit. Alright, looks like we're all set here as well. Go ahead and pull that off. Set that down over here, let that cool a little bit. Right, there we go.
So, that's good.
All right. go ahead and load this up. Make sure we get some peppers in there, some onions, some mushrooms. It's so good. Alright, so as you guys can see, that is something that's pretty quick and easy to make. You can always do the prep up front if you wanted to, but even cutting everything up while you're out at the campsite, it's no trouble at all. Just a few simple ingredients, and it only took us maybe 15 minutes to throw this together, 20 minutes tops. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to keep seeing more like it, we always appreciate it if you'd give us a thumbs up. And if you've got any questions or comments, please drop those below. And until next time, stay happy, stay outdoors.